Hey, what's up guys, it's Carl here, also known as Lil Fen, and today it is that day. Today, Titanfall is available across the world and in Europe, where I'm from, and I have not stopped playing this all morning. I picked it up at midnight last night. I went to the old midnight release, and it was probably the worst midnight release I have ever been to. I've been to a few in recent times. Most of the time it's for Call of Duty and FIFA games recently. But these midnight releases, I guess they kind of pick up motion when the console actually has people playing it. And as far as I'm concerned, where I live, nobody seems to own an Xbox One. I went to the local store, I went there, I was thinking, oh, I wonder if I'll see a couple people here picking up the game as well. I left my girlfriend in bed asleep just so I could go and get this game. And I arrived and there was literally nobody there. There was nobody on the tills to serve me. I wandered around for about 10-15 minutes just trying to find somebody who would actually serve me. That's how dead the place was. Nobody was there for me to even buy this game, let alone anyone else buying the game. So that kind of made me wonder, is this game going to be as big as all the hype has predicted? A lot of people have said that Titanfall is literally the next best thing, and I kind of hope they're right. I really, really do hope they're right. I really enjoyed playing Titanfall in the beta. I really, really hope that this game picks up the same kind of motion it did in the beta and just gets bigger and bigger and encourages people to go out and buy an Xbox One. But for now, I can't imagine they will, because this game is also going to be released on Xbox 360. A lot of people will probably go and pick it up on that console and aren't really going to be too bothered if they can still play the exact same game with just graphics toned down a little bit. So that's one thing I am a little bit unsure of. Obviously, it's not going to be developed by the same people for the Xbox One version as the Xbox 360 version, but you can kind of imagine it's not going to be too far wrong. They've already got the same formula. They've got everything right so far. All they really need to do is just kind of work with it. Just kind of tweak it and just make it look a little bit less good, basically. But I'm enjoying Titanfall, and Titanfall is the type of game that I really do hope will kind of last. I get bored of a lot of FPS shooters lately. I haven't really got too into a Call of Duty game, for example, since I think Black Ops 1. That was probably my last kind of enjoyment I got from a real Call of Duty or FPS game. I've had Battlefield 3 and 4, and they've just never really drawn me in, because not as many people play Battlefield and opposed to Call of Duty. Call of Duty just kind of has that easier pick up and play with your friends, have your friends around, play it with them. Obviously you get the zombie game modes and like the infected game mode. I can't remember what the new one is on Ghost. But you just have those kind of game modes that you can just play with your friends on split screen or over like obviously Xbox Live. But I'm hoping that Titanfall will be that next game for me. I'm hoping that Titanfall will be able to bring me back to my friends and we'll be able to play again and obviously enjoy ourselves. Because Titanfall is a really, really good game. The campaign is... well, the campaign's pretty dire, I have to admit. Basically, what you do in the campaign is if you... well, I'll ask you guys, if you want to see what the campaign is, leave a comment down below and I will show you kind of part 2 of the campaign. It's just pretty darn awful, if I'm being honest. I was hoping that when I heard there's going to be a multiplayer campaign, I thought, awesome. Maybe it'd be like something like Left 4 Dead. You get a couple other guys join in, and you just kind of work your way through the missions. That's what I was hoping. I thought you just had to be with multiplayer every single time. But what it is the same kind of games you play in the classic multiplayer mode, like this, for example, Attrition, or Domination, or Hardpoint as they call it. What you basically do in the campaign is just that. But you just get a bit of kind of story thrown in over the side. Like that woman in the corner right now, she'll be popping up a lot, or some other guy, some like South African guy talks a lot. Quite a few people just kind of pop up and talk. That's literally the only difference between the campaign and the regular multiplayer. But one thing you do have to do is the campaign if you want to unlock different Titans. If you want to, for example, play with maybe the kind of smaller, more nimble Titan known as the Strider, you do have to do the campaign once to unlock that, and obviously you compete for the kind of I think they're basically like the good guys or the army, and then I think they're called the Imperial. That's it. And if you want to unlock the Ogre, which is like the big, solid, deals more damage, takes more damage kind of Titan, you have to do the campaign literally again for the Rebels, or the Militia as they're known in this game. So it's a bit pointless. I don't think anybody's ever going to be going back to the campaign and playing it again, when you can just play the multiplayer, and obviously get the extra game modes, extra maps, and all that kind of stuff, because you don't really gain anything at all by playing the campaign, other than 2 different types of Titans. And once you've got them, you literally have no reason to head back into the campaign, which is a bit of a shame, because I think it'd be good to do it with your friends, for example, but there's no difference between doing it with your friends in campaign mode or just doing a couple multiplayer games with your friends. And that is something that I think they really missed out on. It could have been such a good experience, because you look at the maps, I looked in the beta maps, and obviously you see like these giant winged like alien beasts just flying over the map, giant spaceships. You really think you could get a huge epic campaign out of this. Maybe something like Halo, that would have been literally, if it was like Halo but Titanfall, that would have been perfect. I love Halo, and I thought it would have been great to see something like that. I like the campaign for Halo. I like playing the campaign with friends. That was always good. They did that well, Halo did. I was kind of hoping for near enough the exact same thing, but with Titanfall you had to have players, whereas players were optional in Halo. But I'm that is literally the only downside I've found so far. Obviously the game modes are still just as fun as they were in the beta, and you've got so many maps. I haven't played a map twice yet, and I played it for about 4 or 5 hours this morning, and I didn't play the same map twice, which I didn't even play one of the beta maps, like the big open fieldy one, like all the cliffs and stuff. I didn't even play that yet. So I'm kind of happy that there's a lot of maps to keep you busy, and you don't have to feel like once you've played like the 10 or 15 maps that you get with, say, like the original Call of Duty or Halo, it may usually get even less than that on some of those games now. You don't feel pressured to buying like the map pack, so you don't have to play the same maps over and over again. But because there are so many maps, you just feel like you already have that kind of freedom. If you want more maps, I'm hoping the Respawn aren't going to be dickheads and be like, yep, that'll be like £12 for 3 new maps and maybe a new gun. Hopefully they'll be good and be like, yeah, here's 6 or 7 new maps, a couple new guns, and we'll actually be reasonable, nice people. We'll give you what you want, we'll give you what you're going to enjoy, and we're going to give you more stuff to keep you playing the game and keep you engaged and keep you kind of fighting your way, trying to earn your way up the ranks. It has a similar kind of leveling system as to what Call of Duty does, but I'm kind of enjoying this more. You get the challenges, which seem a little bit more reasonable than the Call of Duty challenges. I remember them. They might have changed now. I haven't played that much of Ghost, but I remember the Call of Duty challenges just being like, get like 1,000 kills with this gun, get 2,000 kills with this gun, get 500 kills with this attachment. They're a waste of time. They're just pointless challenges. Nobody's going to do them. Whereas a lot of these are kind of the similar ones. Get 100 kills with the carbine, for example. But the thing is that they do with Titanfall is you can kill the grunts, you can kill the little robot spectres that are walking around, and you always feel like you're helping the team, which is something I really do enjoy. No matter what kind of game mode you play, you're always helping the team, and that is just one of the best things about the game. And I have to admit, guys, I'm really enjoying this game. If you enjoyed listening to me ramble on about how good Titanfall is, click the like button and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.